With regards to the monolithic 2,000-year-old Catholic institution, it survived a lot, mainly because the Pope wasn't the underling of some secular power like the Archbishop of Canterbury. Nor does the Pope, despite orthodox accusations, actually claim for himself powers reserved for Christ alone. The best example of what happens when you have a God Emperor can be seen with what happened to Japan during its defeat in World War II. For 2,000 years, Japanese people revered the emperor as a Jesus-like figure, but with actual temporal powers. But it doesn't stop there. The Japanese people also regarded themselves as special, and having close ties to the land. Being the pagans that they are, they held their magical dirt as sacred. So by extension, it's a justification as to why the Japanese believe themselves special, and why they worship their dead ancestors in home shrines, or in shrines for the war dead, like in Yasukuni. It explains why during war, patriotism and religious fervor were combined to the point where a soldier would rather die than be captured, and the defeat can be mistreated or butchered. In their cosmology, there can be no sin unless it's an action against the concept of the Japanese country and nation, the head of which is the emperor. But what happens when you drop 2 nuclear bombs on Japan? The emperor renounces his divinity, and the people understandably become atheistic. They put their energy into chasing material prosperity instead, because to them God is dead, and everything they believed in were fairy tales. The self-worship was the reason Christianity did not spread in Japan, and still comprise less than 1% of the population today. But it also explains why the Japanese are dying out. Look at what they produce. A large industry of pornography. I'm going to stop right there and read the rest of it. I read somewhere, I don't know if this is true, some number of years ago that I think like 1 in 200 Japanese women have been in pornography in Japan. That is a heartbreaking statistic, if true. Replacements for human interaction, declining birth rate, high suicide rates, the mistreatment and abandonment of the elderly, and other outrages that Japanophiles want to hide away and for which they like to accuse us of racism, because they want to keep Japan as an example of, you can be good and not believe in God, therefore masturbate to anime. Yeah, good point.